how long should you meditate is something that I am still experimenting a little with. The reason is that I began my meditation journey with a 10-day silent retreat in Goenka Vipassana tradition in India. And so that meant I had never meditated before, and I jumped into these 10 days of silence and meditation, and each session would be an hour long, and it would start at about 4 a.m. in the morning and go until about 9:30 p.m. at night, of course, with breaks and whatever. But as you might imagine, pretty rigorous 10 days of jumping into meditation and sitting, eyes closed, focusing on the breath for an hour. That's where I started, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to S.N. Goenka, his tradition, his practice, what he has accomplished with these Vipassana centers. Um, I don't know if I'd not sat in for those hour-long meditations. I don't know if I would have been where I am today with respect to my own personal practice. Having said that, I also know that that style doesn't work for everybody. I personally know people it's just not worked for them. And, and there are people for whom an hour long will never work, but starting smaller and smaller doses can. So this is one piece. The other piece is that a drawback that I have experienced personally of hour-long meditations, especially in the beginning and not very focused specific guidance, is that you can develop bad meditation habits. And so getting caught up, getting caught up in what you think is productive thought is a bad habit. Meditation is not about you creating, whatever, but I would keep I would sort of keep justifying that, oh, okay, but this is what I'm thinking. I'm not getting caught up. I'm not caught up. I'm actually, creating whatever. I was caught up, right? And then the other bad habit that I developed was dozing off. Like I would not doze off, but sleepiness, basically. And so the mind getting numbed down. And these are bad habits that you can develop in longer if you're meditating for a long time and you're not able to catch yourself in these bad habits. And so now, from learning my own experience and understanding different other perspectives from other traditions, here's where I'm at. If you are new to meditation, either go in for instruction based, so like a 10-day SM Goenka retreat, Vipassana retreat, if that is something you feel called to and you is palatable to you, go in for that. But if you're starting by yourself at home, I would say start with either a guided meditation. There are a number of guided meditations that I've created in this channel. Others have created across YouTube and different other platforms. So make use of guided meditations and or set a 5-minute timer and just for 5 minutes, follow a certain instruction or a certain teaching, whatever you've been told, right? Like if I were to start and I knew nothing about meditation today, I would put a 5-minute timer and I would tell myself, okay, I'm just going to focus on in breath, out breath, in breath. And that's all that I'm going to focus on. If anything else comes up, I'm going to take notice of that. I'm going to try to let it go. But if I can't let it go, if my mind keeps pulling at it, then I'm going to open my eyes. If I've closed my eyes, I'm going to open my eyes. I'm going to take a deep breath, let it go, and then again try. So I will not cultivate bad habits, or I will be more mindful of intentionally not cultivating bad habits, so to say. Okay. So how long to meditate? Either go for instruction based and then whatever your teacher, whatever the guide is asking you to do, or if you're doing by yourself, I would start small. Doesn't matter. You can even start just a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, depending on how your mind is, how anxious, active, etc. Yeah, start as small as you want, as long as you want. Know that longer duration can potentially be a very fertile ground to develop bad habits. So being very, very intentional of the habits that you're cultivating. And this is also why I think, at least in the beginning, it is helpful to work with somebody who has walked the path a little further so that you don't end up repeating mistakes that so many of us have made.